We'll even get yours today.
In the Lyons household, mornings were always a challenge.
Yeah, 5 more minutes.
But today, little Rodney Jr. had an idea.
I will just make my dad some Atomy Arabica instant coffee.
With determination, Rodney Jr. prepared the perfect brew.
Is that coffee?
And with one sip,
Wow, I'm ready to tackle the day.
Ready to supercharge your health, mate? Meet HemoHim. This isn't just any supplement. It's your daily power-up. It boosts your immune system, energizes you, and improves overall well-being. Proper mint that. Made from natural ingredients, HemoHim is your ticket to the boss level of health. HemoHim, level up your health. Get yours now and start playing life on easy mode.
Rodney Lyons, remember the name? This kid from the heart of Las Vegas is the real deal. He's not gambling his way to the top, no sir. Rodney's hustle is all about creating killer content and his game, live streaming. He started small, just a dude with a phone and a story to tell. Now he's got a loyal following, thousands strong, hanging on his every word. Why? Passion, authenticity. Rodney gives a damn about his fans, and it shows. Rodney's journey wasn't all blackjack wins and flashing lights. He put in the work day in and day out, grinding, hustling, learning the game. He knew what he loved, connecting with people, making them laugh, sharing his world. Live streaming was the perfect outlet, raw, unfiltered, real. Just like Rodney, he's living proof that with hard work and a genuine connection, you can build something truly special. Rodney's story is just beginning. He's got that spark, that drive that you can't teach. He's got the Vegas energy flowing through his veins, and with every live stream, he's proving that in the city of dreams, anything is possible. The air crackles with anticipation. It's almost showtime. But before the camera rolls and the chat explodes, there's a ritual. A calm before the storm. Rodney's apartment, usually buzzing with activity, takes on a focused energy. Music, low and steady, sets the vibe. Rodney, methodical and precise, checks his equipment. Camera angles, perfect. Lighting on point. Microphone, testing. He's all about that high-quality, engaging experience for his viewers. But it's more than just tech. Rodney preps his mind. He reviews his notes, the topics bubbling in his mind. He visualizes the connection, the energy he wants to share with his fans. This isn't just a stream, it's a conversation. He runs through his intro, the words flowing effortlessly. This is his element. The energy builds palpable now. Rodney takes a deep breath, a final moment of calm. He's ready. Across the city, lights flicker on. Phones buzz with notifications. Rodney's about to go live. The chat room, usually a steady stream of banter, explodes into a frenzy. Fans from all walks of life brought together by their shared love for Rodney's infectious energy. They greet each other, old friends and new, united by the anticipation of the upcoming stream. Emotes fly across the screen, a digital wave of excitement. Inside jokes and shared memories fill the chat. This is more than just a fandom. It's a community. They've seen Rodney's journey, supported him every step of the way, and tonight they're ready for another dose of his unique brand of entertainment. The countdown begins, a collective holding of breath. 5, 4, 3, the energy is electric, a tangible wave of anticipation. 2, 1. Section 4, showtime! The screen flickers, bursts into life. Rodney's face fills the frame, his grin infectious. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rodney Lyons, coming at you live from the heart of Vegas. The chat erupts. Greetings, jokes, and words of encouragement flood the screen, a digital roar of appreciation. Rodney soaks it in, his smile widening. This is what it's all about. The connection, the energy, the shared experience. He launches into the stream, his energy contagious. He talks about his day, his thoughts, his observations on life in the fast lane. He answers questions, cracks jokes, and engages with his viewers, making each and everyone feel seen, heard, valued. He's a natural storyteller, weaving tales that leave his audience captivated. He's real, he's raw, he's authentically Rodney, and that's what keeps his fans coming back for more. Section 5, a two-way street of energy. Rodney feeds off the energy of his viewers, their enthusiasm fueling his own. He's grateful for their support, their presence in his life. He makes it clear that this isn't a one-way street. This is a community, a shared experience. He encourages their comments, their questions, their participation. He wants to hear from them to know what resonates, to build that connection even stronger. He shouts out viewers, celebrating milestones and achievements. He offers advice, encouragement, and a listening ear. He's more than just an entertainer. He's a friend, a confidant, a source of positivity and inspiration. The stream flows seamlessly, a blend of humor, heart, and genuine connection. Time flies by, the minutes melting away in the shared energy of the stream. As the stream draws to a close, there's a bittersweet feeling in the air, but Rodney leaves his viewers with words of encouragement, reminding them of their own potential, their own capacity for greatness. He signs off, the screen fading to black. But the energy lingers, a vibrant reminder of the powerful connection forged in the digital space.
Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday the 22nd. It's already the second month in the new year. The end of the second month in the new year. We're getting ready to come all the way up on the third month of the year. We just started this year and we're already coming up on the third month. So happy Sunday to y'all. Appreciate y'all being in the building. I want to reiterate, okay? This league that you guys are about to watch or watch, basically. This is from Madden 25. It is not 26. I do not own 26. I am boycotting 26. I will not spend a dime, nor will I even download it, because I lost a ton, and when I say a ton, I mean a ton of respect for Pete Carroll. It's almost like you know what I think, though? Okay, this is what I think. Pete Carroll came in, right? He sat down with Al Davis, and Al Davis and him probably had this type of discussion. I'm not saying that this is any way, shape, or form the discussion that happened, but this is my thought on why I think our season was the way it was last year, okay? When McKnucklehead got in here. Al Davis thought, okay, this will probably work. You know, he's championship pedigree, championship coach, this, that, and the third. Well, get him in here. He runs all of our guys out of town. All of our good guys out of town. We all know Derek Carr, Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller. So, and after all of that, Darren Waller's like mental, I guess, kind of, I don't know, because he's no longer playing football. So it's like he ruined some careers. Let's just say that. Anywho, moving forward, okay. Get to the season where Antonio Pierce just kind of got shafted, and I wish he was still the coach. I wish he had at least a couple of years. He got thrown into the middle of the McDaniel season, and then he had another year which he really didn't have anything on the roster. No quarterback. We really didn't have a quarterback. So I kind of wish he was still here. But anywho, neither here nor there, okay? Let's move on to the hiring of Pete Carroll. Okay? Now, Hall of Fame coach. He definitely has won almost everywhere he's been. But he's 70 years old. Now, I think this is the conversation with Pete Carroll and Al Davis upon hiring, right? Hey man, yeah, we're gonna be very competitive. This is Pete Carroll talk. We're gonna be very, very competitive, and I'm gonna get the best coaches, and we're gonna bring this team back to its glory. Trying to sell himself, right? And then Al Davis just like, hey man, I don't care about none of that. This is what I'm looking at, okay? Not this year, not this draft, but next year is gonna be a pretty good quarterback. I want him on this team. Or it's gonna be some good players in next year's draft. I need that number one pick. And I need you to get it for me. Because for the life of me, chat, for the life of me, watching highlights of every single Raider game last year, I wanted to throw up. Ugh. I wanted to throw up. It's like they kept doing the same thing week in and week out. I'm not going to say Geno Smith was the scapegoat, but yeah, they set him up to fail. He's not a bad quarterback as he was this past year. And if y'all know me, I kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt until it just got to the point to where I'm like, I'm just done watching. I'll just look at highlights at the end of the game. I'll just look at the highlights, and it is because after seeing what I saw live, you see things differently when you see it in live. When you see a live event, Twitch said I'm innocent. When you see a live event, okay, a live sporting event, there's no... If you don't have a brain for football, if you're not like a football coach like myself, I'm a football coach and a basketball coach. I can kind of coach volleyball, but not the strategy of it because I just still don't understand it. I played it, and I was just told to do this, told to do that. So when you're in this situation, this is what you do. And then when you're in this situation, this is what you do. That's all I was taught. I really don't know the X's and O's of it. But the X's and O's I do know of football. And X's and O's I do know of basketball. Those are my two predominantly minded coaching experiences. That's where it come from. Playing and coaching. Okay. So looking at all of that, Al Davis just flat out told, in my opinion, y'all, now don't clip this or don't post this. And then if this goes viral and all of a sudden Al Davis is like calling me up saying, hey man, how did you know that was said? And you got some kind of listening device or whatnot. But this is my thing. I need that number one pick, man. I don't care how you do it, but we need to tank this year. We need to tank this year. But this draft, I need you to set up our next franchise quarterback with a running back and a tight end, because Darren Waller's gone. We replaced him with Brock Bowers, and we still have Michael Mayer. And then we replaced Josh Jacobs with Aston Genty. So we covered those holes right there. On offense, we just need an offensive line. Yep. And I don't think Al Davis knew Mendoza was going to be the guy that he is. I don't think anybody expected Mendoza to come out and be the guy that he was this past season. Nobody did. But if you have the groundwork is there, right? Mendoza had a really good offensive line. He had a really good running game, and he had a couple of hybrid stout receivers in Indiana. But they wasn't really like blazing. It wasn't, you know what I mean? They wasn't that. It was just that Mendoza knew how to put them in situations to succeed. The quarterback makes or breaks your franchise. Anybody that plays football know that. If you got a good running game and then you got a crappy O-line, you're done for. Yo, what up, June? And my brother know this because he plays running back. He was a running back. So if you got a crappy offensive line, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be getting hit every time. You're gonna be getting hit every time. He said we have Josh Jacobs and Nate Hobbs, and they're both flourishing in your guys' defense. Nate Hobbs is flourishing in you guys' defense because you guys have consistent coaching. Same as Josh Jacobs. He's doing better in Green Bay because you guys have consistent coaching. Now, I will say this though. I will say this because I'm coming up on my 20 minutes. I will say this, guys. I will say this, chat. All right? If Al Davis, I hope you hear this. I hope you hear me loud and clear. Okay? Loud and clear. Give Kubiak the length of his deal. I think it's a 5-year deal. If you sign Kubiak to a 5-year deal, let him stay for the 5 years. Let him cook and build. Everybody knows it takes at least 2 to 3 years to actually build something. Because when you first get your first 2 pieces, that 1 year, they're all right. But then when you got a good coach with a good coaching staff, from that year on, we should be seeing a difference this year versus other years. Rick Bisaccia retired as our special teams assistant coach. He was straight dog crap coming from Vegas. Well, that was the part of the Josh Mc. What was that? the Josh McDaniels regime. He was a part of the Josh McDaniels regime, and then when he got canned, I think they wanted Bisaccia to take over, and then Pierce ended up being the interim or something like that. Because I know one year, no, that was the year that Gruden was there. He was a Gruden guy. Bisaccia was a Gruden guy. He was there when Gruden was there, and then when that whole assassination on his career happened with Roger Goodell and the NFL and all of that, he had a 10-year deal. Gruden signed a 10-year deal to stay in Vegas. He had a 10-year deal. So, yeah, Bisaccia was he was a Gruden guy. He was a Gruden guy. That was a Gruden guy. He was there, and then when Gruden left, they wanted, Bisaccia, I think, was the interim at that point. And then at the end of that season, they wanted everybody, the fans, the whole nation wanted him to be the coach. They wanted him to take over coach, but they were like, nah, we finna go get somebody else. Straight slap in the face. So then that's when he was like, you know what? Forget y'all. I'm finna go to Green Bay. They love me over there. But he old. A lot of these coaches, man, they need to know when your message is no longer hitting like it used to. It's whack. There's no way. All right, so that's my 22 minutes. We got 2 games to get through. We got the Ravens, and then we got the Panthers. So he came to Green Bay to be a trash assistant. Specialty. Hey, y'all got in the playoffs, right? Y'all was in the playoffs, right? Right? Were you guys in the playoffs the previous year? And were you guys in the playoffs the previous year after that? No. I think that was the first year that you guys have been in the playoffs since you guys lost Aaron Rodgers, I believe. I don't know because I don't know the facts of Green Bay. Maybe you can answer that, but I don't know. All right. So, I'm going to give you guys a rundown on this team. I did a complete fantasy draft, okay? I did a complete fantasy draft. And everybody knows I always play all of my games. But then this was the year that you guys have been further because you guys haven't been no further past what you guys in the NFC? You guys haven't been past the NFC championship game. Y'all been like divisional in conference. No, wild card. So you guys have been in the playoffs but hasn't passed the wild card stage other than this past year. You guys did win a playoff game. That was the first playoff game in a minute, but y'all have been in the playoffs. Y'all been in the wild card. But y'all haven't been in the championship game to get to the big game. I don't think. Maybe you can correct me on that. But as y'all can see, hold on. I still got Pierce. Do I want to use any of that? I do want to use wildcard divisional. We haven't passed. Yep, exactly. So y'all been in the wild card for the last 3 years, right? Because it's been, 5 years since Aaron Rodgers been there? Because right after he left, that's when Love, it was somebody else. Right? Man, I can't keep up. I'm going up against Jalen Hurts. And I hate it because we played him in the preseason. And I can't stand going up against this guy. I really cannot stand going up against this guy. What was that? Okay, defend deep pass, throw it medium. So my digs are gonna be open. Kickers. But then again, I mean, a lot of people don't think about your kicker being a stud. You got to have a good stud kicker or a kicker that can bounce back. And I don't think that you guys' kicker bounced back. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. He was young, though. Didn't you guys have a young kicker? Didn't you guys have a young kicker? So you can't put it all on the kicker. He's young. You know what I mean? You can't tell a young guy to go out there and knock through a field goal in a playoff game. I think that's how y'all lost. But I think he's a rookie, wasn't he? Wasn't he a rookie or a second-year player or something like that? He's still new. I don't think he's ever been in that situation. And it's hard. Bro, being in the game and you are a rookie in a professional level, on a professional level, you are a rookie or a first-year player and you've never been to the playoffs. I don't think he's ever been to the playoffs before. So, I mean, the moment was a little bigger than he was, but let's just see how the man bounced back. Because all it takes now, he's been there, right? He's been there. So he knows what it takes. So he's in that moment. He knows what it takes mentally. And all it was mental. All it was every miss was mental. Every miss that man made was mental. Every single one. It was not technique. It was not mechanics. It was mental. And mental, you can get over mental. The best way to get over I can't even think of the right term for it. But in order to get over something like that mentally, as an athlete, just get in the gym. Get your body stronger, one. Get your body stronger, one. Even as a kicker or a punter, you still got your upper body still got to be strong as far as your lower, as much as your lower, I would say. So you're an athlete. You might need to tackle somebody. How you gonna tackle somebody over some skinny legs? They're gonna run you over. Why you think Sebastian Janikowski, the Raiders' all-time Hall of Fame kicker, you never ran up against that dude. That dude was big. That was a big dude for a kicker. But I guarantee you on punts, when they ran punts back, he was one-on-one. You ain't running into that dude. You ran or try to avoid him, and then you ran into somebody else. All he had to do was just be in your way. You were not running into him because he ran over two people that I can remember. They came straight at him. Bow! You see feet go up in the air. He loses the ball. It's a fumble. Caused a fumble. Sebastian Janikowski was no joke. He was no joke. He was one of my all-time Raiders. Ooh. Okay, so Ridgeway is now. That's right. My right end, my D tackle. I'm still working on my left end. And Demario Davis is still there. Okay. This is going to be a game, y'all. If my defense step up.
It's week 2 of the NFL. And we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. He's been sensational.
Yes, he has.
He leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Raiders and the Ravens. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL.
Them 2 picks was my fault. Otherwise, he would have been 5 picks, no turnovers. I was getting greedy. This is the Raiders Fantasy Draft League. I'm going to be starting a fantasy draft in 25 in a couple of days probably. So if you got 25 and you want to join the league, I'm gonna create a sign up in Discord.
As everybody in their division looking up at them.
It is a fantasy draft, so everybody gonna have to pick their favorite teams, their first, second, and third favorite teams. If your first choice isn't available, you pick your second choice. If your second choice is available, you pick the third. If your third isn't available, then you just SOL pick a franchise and get grinding. You know what I mean? But it's gonna be a fantasy draft.
Charlie Jones with the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the Ravens offense taking over for the first time here. They're let out by
And for the first time in my NFL Madden career,
it's Jalen. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And the Raiders
yes sir, he wanted to go short. He wanted to go number 12. I remember that. I remember that in preseason. He was cooking me on that. He kept cooking me on that same route. Yup. He kept cooking me on that same route.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. This will be grabbed at the 5. And he's hit before he can get anything.
Boy, this controller is something else.
So out had the Raiders for their first possession. And leading the way is their 4th-year QB.
As you're running onto the field with this kind of field position as a quarterback, you're reminded yourself and your huddle. Hey, let's be disciplined. Got to be on the details here. Got to take care of
When I drafted Trey Lance,
Also encourage him and let him
he
know
was
that
77 overall.
week,
That's why I drafted him.
and there's a lot of plays ahead of him to go and put a score on the board.
They send a man in motion. This is Alvin Kamara with it.
Woo!
And he'll have it up to a
Did I mention I got Alvin Kamara as my running back?
Go for an 18-yard gain.
Yeah, we got a nice little running game.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
To the line we go. They're set 1st and 10.
And I got Alec Pierce. I got a nice little squad.
Lance. Hauled in by Downs.
Okay, so they're doubling on this side.
Honest 4-yard gain.
All right.
DJ Reed brings him down that time.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
They give on second to Kamara. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Zach Sealer there to bring him down.
Gotta keep them honest in that middle.
He's on the table here for 3rd and 3.
That's gonna keep me open on the outside.
Here's Lance. Kamara's got it.
Dude, there's
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead.
I'm finna say there's 2 people y'all didn't block. 2 people was there. One guy didn't even block the guy, but he broke the tackle. Good job, Kamara.
Nice 21 yards.
Good job, Kamara.
Raiders first. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's a completion to Michael Pittman Jr. And they're gonna
Oh, did I mention I got Pittman Jr.? Yes, sir. I got a nice little receiver core. Ha
His first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Kamara now on 1st and 10.
Block that dude, man.
Line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce.
Good catch, Pierce.
Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Raiders first. From the red zone now. Finds his fullback.
Good catch, baby.
This down to the
Come on.
7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll run with Kamara. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6.
Spread them out.
1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on second and goal. Another shot for Kamara.
Yo, 62.
But that is all. No gain on the play, and they have to come up with.
Where you been all game, man?
On third and goal. Looking to throw Lance. The back's got it. And he's brought down real close to that.
Good tackle.
line at the 1.
Here we go.
We'll kick 3.
One of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down? I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
On the return, here's Jones. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Ravens offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete.
Nice, nice, nice.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Here's him on the quick hitter. He gets it ahead.
Good job, good job, good job.
Junior Colson
Make him
bringing
go
it into
short.
play. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainers heading out to take a look. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. A tight end in motion now. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's gonna run.
Let's go. I can't believe he got out of that pocket, man.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes
Good job,
on the
guys.
quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback,
Good
you can
job.
escape. Well, even though
Good
you can,
job.
you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Good hit, Colson.
Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first.
Ah, you 41, you just stood there.
Wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And it'll be Raider football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing his Lance. Finds his man.
There we go. NASCAR, NASCAR, NASCAR.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Kamara running out of the gun.
I just want the 1st down. NASCAR.
Gets them a new set of downs. Trying to work quickly now. They've got a man in motion.
Think they're coming. Yep.
Now it's Lance. Gets this one to Pierce. Hits some space around midfield.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's going to pick up the 1st down after a
Hey, good hold, line. Good hold, line.
So many cool right there, Kate. Look the ball in your hands, number one.
A way to hold him, line.
Away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
To the air, Lance. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Everybody rushing back to the line. Kamara gets it on the draw.
Oh, you just let him go, 62.
1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
No, he under alligator armed that. He alligator armed that. I threw it up, and he. Controller, man, controller. It didn't. I pushed it up, and he threw it down. Because he was open when I threw it, and then he alligator armed it, and all of a sudden, dude was there. It wouldn't let me switch either. Madden is doing that stuff, man. No, but that one, that was controller right there. It didn't register it. And he just threw it. Like it was a lame duck, basically. It didn't have no zip on it or nothing.
That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Come on, 56.
Beyond the 30 at the 31.
You're right there. Oh, that was a screen. That's why.
Trainers heading out to take a look.
Mm-hmm.
Option play. Here's a give to Charbonnet. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's supposed to have been a hit stick.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Hurts. Complete beyond the marker.
I can't believe 57. You got cooked like that.
Damage before they finally take him down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone.
It's all right.
That big play. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Completes this one to Braxton Berrios.
Boy, he stopped dead in his tracks. Because if he'd have kept on running, that would have been a pick.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 17. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet.
Come on. Strip that.
Push to the 5. He gets him 3. This brings up 2nd and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens driving. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes out to
There we go. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
And the pressure drives them backwards.
My man over there bench pressing.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts. Vaughn there to grab it.
Let's go. Kick that field goal. We'll call timeout right there.
For the first of their time down, the Ravens will go with Justin Tucker to try for 3. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Tucker's kick is up and good. And it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Xavier Gibson now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's got a man left. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense.
We'll take that.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit.
Ah, wrong play.
Downs to approach here from the 40. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. Here's Lance. Called in by Njoku, left side.
So it won't register up.
Right at that 25-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
I needed one more second.
He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
From the gun on 3rd down.
No!
Intercepted.
Oh my gosh.
Comes up with it.
Catch him.
Has room down the left sideline.
He gone.
And it's a touchdown.
I hit the wrong button. I wanted to go to my tight end.
Throwing to depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know,
See, because my tight end was wide open. That's who I wanted to go to.
you're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens break that.
Dang, man.
Lead by 7.
I can't believe I threw that.
A quick chance
Yeah, I
for
can.
reception after that pick six
But
as it's sent away.
I hit the wrong button. The wrong button.
And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They go play action on 1st. Getting out to his left. And they don't.
Dude, why are you going so deep?
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
He beams one deep right side. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. And that one vehemently swatted away. So they're left facing 3rd and long. He'll throw it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. DeBrill Peppers with the pick. And the Ravens.
I should have just downed it. I should have just downed it.
That's gonna bring us to the end of
Now that's 4 picks on the season
So we've reached halftime.
and only
Here's
5
the score.
tutties.
The Ravens flying into the break with
That's
a
not
lead.
good. That's not good. That's not good for MVP season. I'm trying to get him an MVP season, but I'm making
And the EA
mistakes.
Sports halftime report.
I'm making
Coach,
stupid
what you got
mistakes.
for
That's
us?
what it is.
All right,
Halftime.
We'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head south to Texas to check on the Cowboys at home at AT&T Stadium. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a touchdown reception. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
All right, I got to play smarter this.
Second half ahead. It's time to get back
This
for the call. Let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
they got 2 picks. They got 10 points. They got 10 points off of 2 turnovers. They ain't did nothing.
Gibson now to return. And a decent
10 points off of 2
Bring him
turnovers.
down inside the 30.
All right.
The Raiders and Trey Lance headed back out on offense. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them?
No, because that wasn't my fault. But it's all right.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got Pierce. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the
That's probably holding. Yep. Like, block him the first time. Soon as you engage in the block, and then I get over there, you let him go.
That time, though, we did not have
What am I supposed to do with that?
And holding penalty is going to make 1st down.
But 62 and 72 is actually not going to be on the team too much longer.
Running it after the penalty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. That one complete to Njoku. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down. Running behind center with Kamara.
That's my stick. It's this controller, because I didn't go this way. I was pushing up this way, and then it came this way. Yeah, so it's my controller. I'm just going to have to get through these next 2 games as best I can.
Another run for Kamara. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That stop coming from Henry To'o. It's Kamara on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I use a timeout there.
The Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Gay's kick is good.
Because I don't get it, then they go down and score. Now I'm down 17-3. And I'm away, so I need to get my points. I need to stop tripping and thinking that the crowd is gonna get me back in the game, and they're not.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away.
So now I just gotta play defense.
On the return, here's Jones. And he gets
Come
up near the 20,
on.
but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough.
Oh my God, thank you. Because I had a guy over there. What? I had a dude over there. I had two guys over there. I got a guy doing zone. He's in the zone. Like, what? Why are you running after that guy and you're in the zone?
Intended for the running back. So that brings up second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Pass complete to Wiley. And they're going to bring him down.
Why is he jumping up? See, my controller, bro.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Man in motion out of the slot.
No way! No way! Come.
And he stopped cold at the spot.
How do you brush off a hit stick like that?
That's what we call situational football.
Like, come on.
All week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Smith and Jigba going in motion right. Big play pushes them beyond midfield. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
We playing like dog crap right now.
Now an inside handoff to Brooks.
We can't tackle! That dude is not like that.
Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second.
These guys are just gashing me right now.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Forced out to his right. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Thank you!
Holding up, they're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Corliss Waitman will kick it away.
Aye!
He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. The Raiders send running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Play action on 1st down. To the sideline it goes. He's got it beyond the marker. Looks like he stayed in as well. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Man in motion here. Here's a give to Kamara.
What's up with the slow spin, Kamara? I know you can spin faster than that.
Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On target to down.
See, push me backwards. Come on.
Short gain. Just 2 to go. They're going play action. Able to find Hurts. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time. He could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As long as there's time left, He's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
Finds his man Downs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And they get there to take him down.
One more NASCAR. One more NASCAR.
Offense working quickly. Here's Lance now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Raiders football. And
yeah, I threw 2 picks.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Lance. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board.
That's probably holding.
Will it stand? We got to see what this flag is.
That's a holding. Yep.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but cross the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20.